like dandruff. That's lymph. That's lymph. Mucus threads, lymph. And that just shows you that your kidney is a great filtering organ for the lymph, no matter what they think in physiology. You know, remember, they're still constipated in physiology. Thanks. Thank you. I hope to keep shining bright. Hey, we're up to 2,338 subscribers. Cool. Thanks, you all. Thanks for enjoying these videos, and I love you all. Thank you so much. I think we're tearing it up, don't you? You guys are tearing it up. Real proud of you. Creativity is not something that happens in the mind. Yep, I know. The weak adrenals helped you make a connection. Good. I mean, you're talking to each other with that. Absolutely. Jackie Doe. You know, music, love, creativity. I love all that. Helen Roses. My heart and my head are with the doc here. I am concerned about the effect that protein has on my fatty liver, too. Yeah, if you've got a fatty liver, honey, that's your lymph. Remember, fats are antacids, and you see, I just saw a guy the other day, yesterday, he had fats all over the arm, you know, just fat deposits. You see people that are lumpy dumpty. You know, these real easy movable, that's fat deposits, and that happens in an acid medium. And if you're really acidic, you're gonna get fat accumulation, and it can be fatty liver, fatty kidneys, fatty heart. It can be fatty anywhere because that's acidosis. So obviously, the lymph system would be the key focus. The lymph system would be the key focus in moving that fatty liver, right? Because that's what you're after. And when you talk about the liver, you're talking about a bunch of cells. If you want to spasm the liver to pop out the stones, you could do that. But that still wouldn't cure the fatty liver. The fatty liver is in the wall of the liver, and that's where you want to detoxify that lymph system. That's really key. But it also might give you a clue that could be interstitial lymphatic constipation in your GI tract wall too. By the time you see fatty livers and the pancreas is getting inflamed, you're going to see that all through the GI tract wall as well. So really, you've got to really move on the GI tract, move on the kidneys, get the adrenals up, and then tear into the liver and clean the liver out. But again, that's a lymphatic problem. Protein will serve us no good on any of these instances, I will tell you that. I have diabetes. Well, there you go. There's the adrenal glands. And if it's a type 1, then you've got a pancreatic brother sitting there that needs some help too. So you're always going to go through that route through the adrenals, through the lymph system, because one, you're already, when you're going through and focusing on the lymph, the blood is already being taken care of because the food you use to move lymph is highly nutritious. Matter of fact, those are the foods that are designed for your body. So that's a given. Blood's going to get plenty of nutrition, clean itself up, good, good, good. Your focus is the system that deals with the acids of the body where all the problems are. Knowing that this blood and nutrition is well taken care of, you don't even think about it. Isn't that cool? But whether this is a type 1 or type 2, type 1 is pancreatic, type 2 adrenals. Type 1 can be adrenals if it's a neurological type 1 diabetes. I will correlate all this information ready for my next appointment in the next year. Meanwhile, I will follow the doctor's advice on here. You have probably saved my life as I have da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Girls, go after it, Daniel and Helen Roses. Go forth and conquer. About pH and arguments, I think we talked about this. Everybody argues about pHs. Who cares? I mean, you know, we can play in that world, but don't get caught up in it, really. If I have some blueberries, I'm going to enjoy them, even though they might have a little acidity. Who cares? The ash is going to be alkaline. I love it. But again, we've got to get ripened fruits. We've got to get better foods. Andre, blessings. Same to you here, my friend. Morse, how have you been? I need some directions. I have heart murmur at stage 1. I want to correct it. All right. So what you want to do, you want to move lymph, obviously, right? You want to move lymph. That'll move lymph in the heart. The other side to this is the parathyroid gland. You got to take a look because you want to look at fingernails, hemorrhoids, spider veins, varicose veins, bruising easy, cramping in the muscles, a little depression. These are all signs of a lack of calcium utilization. And with this heart murmur, this can be a genetic weakness, but I can tell you, going back into those areas, you're going to find probably a parathyroid weakness. Strengthened valves, tricuspids, mitral valves, sphincters, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to strengthen in the connective tissue and the tendons and the skeletal system, you've got to have a good working parathyroid gland. And you've got to remove an acid medium that would take the calcium in the first place. So you'd be going down that road there, Andre. I have myopia. 5 months ago I had a eyebrow lift surgery for cosmetic purposes. All right, right there, you're giving us a clue, my friend. You've got parathyroid again. You're giving us a clue. Could reach neurologically, like the case we just talked about. In the surgery, they put into me an intravenous anesthesia. Do you think this anesthesia could cause any issue? Well, you have to see. I want to get rid of fungus in my nails and on my feet. Your lymph system's a mess, my friend, I can tell you. If you got fungus in the nails and the feet, use a parasite to kill the fungus, but it'll ultimately not go away until you get deeper lymph work done on yourself. You need to do that anyway. That'll move any anesthetics that's still in the body. That'll clean you out that way. But get that parathyroid up, because you give me enough evidence that I highly suspect the parathyroid, high fungal problems. Go after that, but go after your lymph system, Andre. Really important, kidneys and adrenals. And there you'll find your sugar metabolism problem and why excessive fungus. Composer here, why would it be better to roast them? That would make them, anything you cook or roast or anything, you're going to change its chemistry, and that's not going to be beneficial too. But again, we've come through generations of cooked food, and sometimes it's a balancing factor. Not a nutritional factor, a balancing emotional factor. So got to kind of consider them sometimes when you rat out too much. Give yourself chocolate chip cookie. I don't care. Give you anything. Find something to balance out with, because you're the essential component I'm concerned about. Your body, we'll get it well, but you are the one that I'm concerned about. And I want you well and happy and enjoying the moment and being your God self again. That is what I want. Thanks, Doc, for all your help. Have a great day, and God bless. Thank you, Opontifex. I can't even pronounce your whole thing, bro. You're really something else. Thanks for the comment. Same with you there. Cindy. Hi, Dr. Morse. My dad has calcifications. I did a video for you with this calcifications. I know this is running late. We got it up there for you, sweetheart. But yes, absolutely. Definitely got a hunk on his lymph system. You know, this is important. This is just acidosis. What's his creatinine? Got to watch that. His PSAs, of course, that's his kidney. You're going to see higher PSAs, lower back, calcifications, all tied into the same. Then the knees are going, the hips are going. You know, this is all extreme acidosis, and you want to get him away from the proteins, get him on the fruits and vegetables, depending his age, depending what you're dealing with. I remember commenting on this before, though, honey. So I did, Cindy. It's on another video, but only a few back, and I did write on their calcification, urinary tract calcifications. Thank you, Canadian War God. You're my favorite guy too, Betty. Thank you, Mitch. You're all my favorite. I love you all. All of you are great. Lion Man, JG, you're all just incredible people. And incredible souls more than that. Kelly, I also feels like someone is squeezing my temples. So I wonder what that could be. Like maybe you have an entity going like this. Get your butt moving. Put your hands on either side of my head and squeeze nonstop. My teeth ache, my arms burn. It's like living in hell. No, Kelly, it's living in acids. That's what this is. You're literally one big acid, and you're living in that acid. It distorts your emotions. It distorts everything. And this is just showing you're one big acid. Your pressure, you're acidic. That's what all this is acidosis. There's only two sides of chemistry, Kelly. And there's only two major fluids in the body, and they both can't deal with both sides of chemistry. So, in understanding this is your lymph system. It's causing you pressure. It's causing you burning. It's causing you acidosis. But the problem with this is that cells will deteriorate. You'll break down cells after a while. Your lipid fluids can only protect so long, and then cells can start getting their little butts kicked. So you have every reason to detoxify your lymph system sooner than later. If not, you're not going to find a remedy anywhere on this planet for yourself. I just got out of the hospital. I went on Sunday. The doctor said I was severely dehydrated. I put into perspective how dehydrated. It took 7 days. Well, you're already severely dehydrated interstitially. That's what's going on here. It took 7 bags of fluid to bring me to. I was so sick, still am. Anyway, I didn't know what happened. The ER doc said it was a virus, and the doc on call said it is the neurally mediated hypotension. Neurally mediated hypotension caused you dehydration? These guys must have been having a banana or an apple in the back, probably more like a steak sandwich, to be able to say something like that. That has nothing to do with it. Mediated, this is about your adrenal glands. If you have a lot of cerebellum work going on here, but it is also suppressive to the adrenals. Your systolic blood pressure is your adrenal gland. That's your neurotransmitters. And if you see yourself going like this, mediated, you're just going hypo, Brady tacky, however word you want to associate with that. Mediated. All right. But what is it behind this? What's behind this pressure? What's behind this burning? Acids. What's behind dehydration? Acidosis. Look at this, guys. They support me seeing Dr. Morse. The back of my head feels like someone bashed my head in with a baseball bat. No kidding. If we could open your skull up and take a syringe and suck that out of there, but you can't. You have to detoxify it out. Shows you how backed up, how much in kidney failure you are in terms of kidney filtration of the lymph. In time, you're going to see your creatinine soaring if you don't fix this, and you're going to be on dialysis. The back of my head feels like, all right, the right side of my head, forehead on the right side, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I've gotten away from the fruit. I had to eat saltines and some ginger ale. The nausea subsided when I did that. My body is in a constant state of dehydration, the doctor said. Your body is in a constant state of, this just helps you understand that you're on the right path, Kelly. You're in a constant state of acidosis. There's only 2 sides of chemistry. Which side of chemistry do you think causes dehydration? It isn't the base side, or your blood would dehydrate you as it's flowing through you. I hope that the future of the kids don't have to wake up to so many Santa Clauses. I consider myself a no-crap guy and ask questions to everything I cannot believe. Dr. Morse just all he says, and I think no one should. But probably you guys could help me out. Does anyone know something, has anything to share? I would really appreciate to come more one viewpoint. Let me see. What are you talking about, man? This could help many people because it's pretty difficult to believe Dr. Morse, even only on one side. It's pretty difficult to believe Dr. Morse, even only on one subject. Well, if you don't believe what I'm saying, then go, don't be part of the family. When he talks stuff like that besides it, again, not a critic, those are my favorite parts. I know lots of people who would say, he talks about an afterlife, etc. Oh yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, I know. The spiritual side I do throw in there. Do talk about afterlives and stuff. So those of you that don't like that, just ignore it. And to get into the health side of that, and don't let that bother you. I've been holding back for years of bringing out the truth of the heavens and stuff. Jesus brought out the fact of the many heavens. Buddhism, all works on the planet talk about it. So people have to just get with a higher level of thinking, in my opinion. What a crap guy. Don't believe him anything, etc. Of course, these people should be more open-minded and considerate. Yeah, you know what? If someone doesn't believe in what we're talking about on this site,